Hello, Beyourself. How are you guys? I hope everyone is good. Yeah, today it has been a long day, but still I'm here. Yeah, I want to talk about being poor. I want to tell you that, guys, poverty is hard. Poverty is bad. It's the hardest disease anyone could not want to have. If you ask yourself, you think what brings poverty? What brings poverty is when you don't think. No one is born rich. Most of people acted on something. The reason why you don't have money right now, it's because you don't use your brain well. For example, right now you have a job, you always got your work, you work, you come back, you work, you come back, but in your mind you don't think that, what if I lose that job? What am I going to do? I want to tell you something, guys, about our bosses. You see, when you work for someone, you're making someone else rich. You're not making yourself rich. Think about it. The time you could use to think about what you want to be in life, you're thinking about what you're going to do tomorrow at someone's business. The time you could use to think, let me start something for myself. Let me create this. Let me create the chapati place. Let me create this place. You don't have time to think about it. So I have a question for you. When are you going to do something yours? When are you going to be rich? What if you lose your job from that place? Where are you going to start from? That's why there is a video I made time back on, I'm sure it's there right now. It was about working hard. I was reminding you guys to work hard. Though some of you don't take me serious, but one day when you reach into the situation, that's when you're going to go back to my videos and you say, she spoke about this. I think this is happening to me. You know, sometimes people don't realize things till they happen to them. Sorry, I had to remind you that. Okay, when you work for someone, you're making that someone rich. You're not making yourself rich. And that happens because you don't think. Set a time. Tell yourself, I'm working in this company, but I'm going to give a timeline, and I say, after 3 years, I'm going to be doing something mine. When you got work, they're paying you 200. Make sure that you save 50,000 and use 150 for your staff. You see that money you always save. Like if you save 50,000, time comes when you have enough money to create something for yourself. That will push you. If you're smart, I'm talking about smart people who are thinking, people who are scared of getting poor, people who are saying that I need to start something mine. I know all of you always say, I need a millions of money to start something mine. I need 5 million, I need 2 million, I need this amount of money. What if you don't have that money? Are you going to just sit down there with the little money you have? Even if you have 150,000, you can still start something. Just that you just have to be smart enough to know what kind of a business can be fixed into that money. But what you do, guys, you just sit down, you say, you just be in a comfort zone. Guys, I'm telling you, being comfort zone, it's really, really a bad thing to have. It's not nice to be in a comfort zone. Comfort zone is a disease which makes you rest your mind, which makes you feel like you have it all, yet you don't have it all. Leave that comfort zone you're in right now. You're in a good position right now. What if tomorrow everything changes? Things change. That's why we live and die. If things don't change, it couldn't rain in a daytime, and in the evening, it's okay. You know, life is not fair sometimes. So what if you lose your job? Your boss tells you, we no longer need you. You're too old for this job. Where are you going to start from? Amore is coming here telling you that, please wake up, keep money, save, do this. I usually tell you that, but I'm sure the day you're going to be in a situation whereby the landlord is telling you to get out of the house, you've lost your job, you have friends you've been giving money, or you've been going out with them, but they can't even help you in that situation. That's when you're going to see, I'm really alone. You know, when you're alone, that when you're going through something bad, that's when you know that these are the kind of people I'm dealing with. These are my friends, these are not my friends. So before talking about even your friends, sort out yourself. Sit down in a corner, close your eyes, meditate, ask yourself, okay, I have this job. What if I lose it? Where am I going to start from? What am I going to do? I'm telling you, being poor, it's not easy. You couldn't want to be poor. Oh my God. Being poor, people don't respect you. People don't value you. I'll give you an example in a family gatherings. I'm sure you always see that one person who's not rich. you find them sitting behind. They can't give you the front chair because you're not rich, you have nothing to offer. That's a bad feeling, I'm telling you. There are times you want to say something productive when you're poor, but they can't hear you because you're poor. They will say, no, he's not making sense. Like, I'm telling you, it's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling. I've been seeing a lot of people going through that. Guys, I'm not saying this for you to feel bad or for you to say she's talking a lot, she's doing this and this, but the truth is, wake up before it's too late. Really wake up. We've been seeing people who were rich and they became poor. If you look at them, or if you go to them and you ask them, how are you feeling? How is life? They feel so horrible. They feel like God forgot them. But the truth is, they had money. They just didn't know how to. They just didn't know how to manage money. You can have money in your pocket. That doesn't mean that you're rich. No. But money management, it's also a big deal. You have to know how to manage your money. That's why I've told you that you can have it all, but time is going to come when you don't have it all. What's going to be your next move if you find yourself in that situation? So never find yourself in that situation, because I have a feeling that everyone can be rich. Okay, I don't have a lot of money, but in my heart, I'm sure I'm rich. But the reason why I'm saying that I'm rich, I have a great mindset, because I don't want to be poor. I don't want to have that feeling of saying, I can't speak in front of people. My idea can't be counted. I can't say anything to someone because they think I'm poor. When you're poor, they think it feels like you're sick. So everyone is running away from you. No one wants to be next to poor people. Everyone is running away. People always want rich people next to them because they think they have more smart ideas. That's why you find yourself losing some friends. I had a lot of friends, but when I started changing my life, I started changing my mindset. That's when some of my friends used to say, she's full of herself, she's showing off. But they used to see me like that because they don't have the mindset I have. If you want to be rich, running away from being poor, you want to become rich, you have to be always next to people who are already rich. So when you're with those people, they're going to help you find yourself somehow. Like, they have the way they speak, the way they handle their stuff, the way they behave. It's really totally different from the people who doesn't think. People who doesn't think, I'm not saying that people who doesn't have money are the poor people. People who doesn't think, those are the people I call poor. Because no one is poor unless it's your mind. You're not poor, but your brain is poor. You make your brain sleep. That's why you're going to die poor, because you don't think. You're going to die poor because you can't decide. It's so hard for you to decide. It's so hard for you to make decisions in your life. Who's going to make for you decisions if you can't make it yourself? You're waiting for your boss. There's some people here, I don't know even what to say, because there are people you see whereby they have a chance to be rich, but they don't have, they have brain, but they don't think. I'm wondering what's the use of the brain. I had a friend of mine, I told her she had chances of being rich. She had money, she could sleep in a nice houses, she could have everything she could need in that time. But I told her, how about if we create something? She told me, Madine, I know that's not my thing. I was like, oh, it's not your thing. Okay. And I was like, okay, how about if you give me that money and I hope you create something for you? Because the reason why I told her that, I knew that she doesn't have that mindset of creating something hers. So I wanted to create something for her. By the time she finishes that money, she'll have a plan where to start from. I told her all of that. She was like, no, Madina, I just want to go out. She was always out, going out with men, having nice meal, having nice dresses, nice shoes, I was like, you have the chance, man, you have the chance. I don't even understand why people don't use the chances. You have the chance that you're alive right now. Why don't you use the chance to start something yours? Why are you going to die poor? Why are you going to die without having something? Do you know the feeling of having something yours? Oh my God. I pray everyone gets the feeling of being self-employed. It's the best feeling. It's a good feeling. I know sometimes it's hard. The times you don't make money, there are times you make money, but it's part of life. It's part of life. It's like a kid. Like, you have to get pregnant. After being pregnant, you have to produce. After producing, the kid has to sit. After sitting, the kid has to crawl, you know. After crawling, the kid has to stand and fall, stand and fall. So the business is like that. I want you guys to have that feeling. I would want everyone to desire that feeling. I'm telling you, it's so beautiful to feel self-employed. I'm telling you this because right now I'm self-employed. In fact, I started being self-employed when I'm 19 years. 19 years I was self-employed, but I was employed also. By 17, 16, I was working. Me, I started struggling life when I'm still young because I knew where I came from. Because you can't know where you're going when you don't know where you came from. I usually give you my examples, but you guys, you don't understand this. I'm telling you, never want to be poor. And I could want everyone to desire the feeling of being self-employed. It really is so nice. There are times you feel the pain of being self-employed, and there are times you feel the sweetness of being self-employed. Think about it right now. I'm sitting here, but I have employees working for me right now. But I'm here talking to you guys. But my employees are working for me. And do you know what I usually tell them? I tell them the same thing. I tell them that you need to have a limit. You say, I'm going to work for Medina for this time. After this time, I'm going to go do something mine. I usually tell them that. So it's them to decide that I'll die working for Medina. I know most of you bosses, you don't want to tell your workers that, but that's a good sign that you're a good person. If you want to be rich, you also have to have that rich heart. You have to have that beautiful heart whereby you also wish others to be like you sometimes, or others to be even better than you. That's called a footsteps. If you don't wish good for other people, you're not going to be God also. God loves those people who love other people. That's why I'm here telling you this. You need to work hard, never want to be poor. I'm telling you this because I love you guys. I don't want you to be discriminated in a meeting, in a family meetings. A poor person has nothing to say. A poor person has nothing to tell us. They don't have ideas. That's what people say. But trust me, some poor people have also some good ideas. The problem is they have good ideas, but they don't apply them on themselves. Big up to Scott. Scott, hi. I hope you're good. Yeah. And by the way, before I go, I want to tell you that make friends who are really worthy to be your friends. I'm lucky. I have friends who likes me. I have friends who supports me. I have friends who always tell me the truth. That's also one of the parts of avoiding yourself from being poor. Poverty is hard. Poverty is painful. It's like a sickness. It's a sickness anyone couldn't want to have. So never want to be poor. Guys, let's work hard. No one is born poor. We were all once born. We were all people with no ideas. But when we grow up, we just know. But the thing is, you need to know where you came from. That's how you're going to know where you're going. If you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. I'm telling you. See, sometimes the struggles we go through makes us stronger. If you're struggling right now, just know it's part of life. It's part of the journey of being successful. I also struggled in my time. The times I struggled and I felt like I think I'm not lucky. Right now, what I can say is that I'm the luckiest person in this world. I could say this to myself. But I'm saying this because of what I've gone through to make the stronger me. Right now, I can call myself the happiest person. I can call myself I'm the luckiest person. But we're all people, we're all human beings. If I can call myself the happiest person or the luckiest person, what about you out there? You're also a lucky person. You're also a good person. Just that you haven't thought about waking up and work up and act on something. And I want you always to wake up and tell yourself that I don't want to be poor. I don't want to be poor. I think you should even make that a song out of that. I don't want to be poor. Every day tell yourself that I don't want to be poor. Then you ask yourself, okay, if I don't want to be poor, what am I supposed to do? Sit down in your corner. You always know what to do, just that you don't want to act on it. Yeah, so guys, I'm talking too much. I love you guys. Bye bye.